It is indeed true that a house divided against itself cannot stand. ANC leaders seem to be divided on serious reports of an attempted assassination on Deputy President Paul Mashatile. The Deputy President confirmed this attempt on his life.
You must have heard that the police are investigating. What really happened is that as I was driving from the NEC, my car was hit what initially I thought it was stones. And when we got home, the protectors said no, the impact is too much. They want to take it for checking because, you know, a bulletproof windscreen is quite strong to be damaged. And that's why they are doing the investigation.
But some ANC leaders are not buying it at all. Let's listen to Treasurer General of the ANC, Dr. Gwen Ramokgopa, what she said. Just listen to this.
Usually when there are these reports and all that, many of them are fake actually. And we have seen a lot of fake things, so we have referred these matters for the Secretariat to deal with organizationally. And indeed, in due course, we will respond to that. I think it's only fair to do that because these are serious allegations, and we need to check their veracity and also look at what can be done. But obviously, once it gets to that, it's not the responsibility of the movement, it's the responsibility of the relevant agencies of the state.
What I found so amazing, though, is that even the SAPS distanced themselves from such a serious, life-threatening story. And they didn't treat it with urgency it deserved, until lately, of course.
The Deputy President's office confirmed that a vehicle he was traveling in a few weeks ago was struck by bullets. But some in the ANC believe this is not true. And the SAPS seems to also be playing far from the story, refusing to confirm that it's investigating the shooting.
These ANC leaders, the Treasurer General of the African National Congress, Dr. Gwen Ramokgopa, and the provincial chairperson of the ANC, the provincial chair, Dr. Zamani Saul, the outgoing one who is hoping to be re-elected, also poured cold water on these particular allegations of the attempted assassination of the Deputy President of the African National Congress and of the country, Paul Mashatile. Dr. Gwen Ramokgopa saying that in many instances, these allegations of attempted assassinations have proved to be false, and that this matter has been referred to the Secretariat of the organization and it will look into the matter. But beyond that, it is a matter of law enforcement agencies that must look in towards this particular matter. But the most startling remark came from Dr. Zamani Saul, the provincial chair of the African National Congress. In isiZulu, we say, "Utele amanzi emhlani wetata," on this particular issue of the allegations of the assassination of the Deputy President, saying it is ridiculous that anyone can believe such a particular plot to kill a Deputy President of a 40% party. When the ANC used to get 70% within the country, no one ever tried to assassinate the Deputy President of the country.
And again, listen to ANC Northern Cape Premier Zamani Saul. I think this guy is giving us a hint of what is actually happening inside the ANC, especially since the ANC 2027 National Conference is getting closer. Listen to this.
Now there's an issue that the car of the Deputy President was shot at. Every South African is jumping to a conclusion. It's 2027, comrades. 2020. And we come to accept it as well. That is 2027. Because of the levels of divisions within our ranks. Who can, in his right mind, go out and want to kill a Deputy President of the ANC for a 40% party? 40% party. Deputy President were not killed when we were having 70% here. And we come to believe those things, that it's because of this, because of the levels of division within our ranks.
Another issue is this. The story happened on the 30th of March. Now, the question is, why is it being revealed now? For me, it doesn't add up and it doesn't make sense at all.
The ANC is a heavily divided organization, particularly noting that all 54 regions of the party across the country have to go to their regional conferences. We've seen all 4 regions of the Northern Cape going towards their regional conference and ultimately the provincial conference taking place. Now you've got other regions across the country. BGGMs are being held in Limpopo for their own regional conferences and ultimately the provincial conferences. We've got Gauteng preparing for their own conferences. You've got Eastern Cape also preparing for their own conferences. So there are heavy divisions within the party. The leadership contestation for 2027 has effectively begun, with those within the leadership structures of the ANC having touted and beginning their campaigns underground and not officially. It is something that has been denounced by the National Executive Committee of the ANC. Let me just go to a tweet of one leader of the ANC in Gauteng, that is Lebogang Maile, who tweeted in the late hours over the weekend on the issue of the Deputy President Paul Mashatile. In fact, here the first tweet yesterday was, "We are all in danger. These people have degenerated." Quote again, Tembegile, "We are all in danger. These people have degenerated." End of quote. That is Lebogang Maile, who is a PEC member of the ANC in Gauteng and an ally of the Deputy President Paul Mashatile. The second tweet from him yesterday at about 12 at midnight, he did say that, why do you want to kill the Deputy President? Wenzeni uMashatile? End of quote. That just tells you of the heavy divisions that are there within the African National Congress, particularly from those whom are allies of the Deputy President, such as Lebogang Maile, who firmly believe that indeed there was that attempted assassination of the Deputy President's life. He also spoke on the matter when he was at KwaZulu-Natal in the greater General Kizenga Mbanza region in Stanger yesterday, when he was speaking just outside KwaMaphumulo, KwaZulu-Natal, where he was speaking on this particular issue, questioned by our colleagues from the SABC on this particular assassination attempt. He spoke on it and thought at first it was stones being thrown at his car. Then later, when they arrived in his residence, they figured out that it was bullets. But some of the leaders that I've spoken to within the ANC, who are seemingly opponents of Mashatile, have said, why did the DP's office sit on this particular issue for so long? Why is it only coming out now? And there's been a barrage of media reports, particularly on WhatsApp messages of an intelligence report on the Deputy President that is supposedly being done, WhatsApp messages between Mamloko Kubai and also the Minister of Intelligence within the country and Minister in the Presidency. That would be Kumbuzo Nchaveni. And this systematically proves that there is some sort of campaign that is essentially going on within the African National Congress. Some have likened it to say that the DP is seemingly having a campaign of victimhood similar to that of a former ANC Deputy President going towards being the President of the African National Congress in the 2007 Polokwane conference. So the ANC is heavily divided and fraught with factions.
Yep. So with the behavior of the police and of course some leaders of the ANC, there have been some speculations that this attempted assassination is linked to the succession battle, of course, that is happening within the ANC, since of course the ANC 2027 conference is getting closer and closer. So, but what do you think? Let me hear your comment below. And of course, if you are coming for the first time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.